The Art of Balance, Inclusion, Opportunity and Economic Growth. How to Resist Deportation. Get my book here. https://books2read.com/u/mbvocube. In today's world, the battle of ideas often pushes people to two extremes. On one side, we hear calls for diversity, equity, and inclusion, aiming to ensure that everyone, regardless of background, has a fair shot at success. On the other, we have a firm belief in meritocracy and individual achievement, where hard work and personal effort determine success. At the same time, we see an ongoing debate about capitalism versus socialism, a struggle that has shaped nations, economies, and policies for generations. But what if the real answer isn't about choosing one over the other, but about finding a balance that creates a stronger, fairer, and more sustainable society? Like, subscribe, and comment if you believe we need to rethink how we approach economic and social progress. Let's get into it. The problem with extreme: a thriving society cannot function if it is built solely on exclusion, nor can it survive if it is founded on entitlement. The truth is, progress happens when innovation meets fairness, where opportunity isn't restricted to a select few, and where success isn't seen as a privilege, but as something that can be earned and shared. Capitalism, at its best, is a system that rewards creativity, hard work, and efficiency. It has led to incredible advancements in technology, medicine, and global infrastructure. However, capitalism without checks and balances can create extreme wealth gaps, leaving large portions of society struggling to survive. Social safety nets, on the other hand, were created to prevent people from falling into absolute poverty. But when overused or mismanaged, they can lead to a culture of dependency rather than resilience, discouraging people from seeking new opportunities or taking risks to improve their circumstances. So how do we navigate this? How do we build a society where economic mobility is real and opportunity is not just a buzzword? If you're enjoying this discussion, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. How do we strike the right balance between opportunity and sustainability? The dangers of economic imbalance. When we look at history, societies that allowed only the wealthiest few to control opportunity often faced instability. Revolutions have been driven by economic injustice, when the gap between the powerful and the powerless became too wide. Today, we see a world where the ultra-wealthy continue to accumulate massive amounts of wealth, while the working class and middle class struggle to keep up. A system where a few dine at the table while millions fight for scraps is not a system that can last forever. At the same time, completely rejecting free enterprise stifles innovation and economic growth. We have seen countries that have tried to completely dismantle capitalist structures only to experience economic collapse and widespread poverty. The reality is, the answer isn't about eliminating one system and replacing it with another. The answer is creating a framework that encourages wealth building while ensuring that success is accessible to more people. This is where balance comes into play. We need a structure where businesses can grow and thrive, but where there are also policies that allow economic opportunities to be within reach for everyday people. We need a world where those who succeed don't have to step on the backs of millions, but instead create opportunities that uplift society as a whole. If you're still watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and drop a comment below. Do you think our current economic structure needs more reform, or do you believe the market should be left alone? The path forward: what can we do? So, how do we create a system that promotes both individual success and collective progress? Here are a few principles that could help bridge the gap. Encourage economic mobility. Access to quality education, financial literacy, and business opportunities should not be limited to those born into privilege. We must create systems where people can rise through effort and skill. Promote fair wages without destroying businesses. Workers should earn a livable wage, but policies should also be structured in a way that businesses can afford to grow and continue hiring. Reinforce social safety nets as temporary tools, not permanent crutches. Welfare and assistance programs should be designed to help people get back on their feet, not keep them dependent forever. Taxation that encourages growth. The ultra-wealthy should contribute fairly, but at the same time, businesses should not be overtaxed to the point where expansion and innovation become impossible. Community-driven solutions. Governments play a role, But real change often comes from local communities, entrepreneurs, and grassroots movements that focus on real impact. The goal is not to abolish capitalism or eliminate social programs. The goal is to make sure that both systems serve the greater good. A world where success is possible, but failure doesn't mean a lifetime of suffering. A world where opportunity is accessible, and economic power isn't concentrated in the hands of a select few. This is the conversation we need to be having. One that goes beyond political divisions and ideological extremes. We need solutions that create sustainable success for the present and the future. Let's talk about it. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think is the right balance between free enterprise and social responsibility? Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more discussions like this. And if you want to learn more about overcoming systemic challenges, check out my book How to Resist Deportation at https://books2read.com/u/mbivoq. Thank you for watching, and let's keep this conversation going.